Hey guys, EC Network here, coming at you with another video. There's been some rather interesting and confusing developments regarding the future of the Amazing World of Gumball. So we all know that back in 2019, Gumball aired its final episode in Season 6, being the finale of the series itself, but we all knew that a movie was hopefully coming. We knew that Ben Bokelet, the creator of the Amazing World of Gumball, he had said that he wanted to end the series with a movie, but he was having trouble getting it greenlit at Cartoon Network. Finally, it got greenlit about a year and a half ago, and at that greenlighting, at the announcement of the movie being in development, they also said they were making another Amazing World of Gumball series, and they titled it The Amazing World of Gumball, the series, which is rather vague and confusing, but that's besides the point. We could presume it would be somewhat of a sequel series taking place after the movie or a spin-off series. And now all of a sudden, about a week and a half ago, I was scrolling through a post on Reddit, and I came across something that said The Amazing World of Gumball Season 7 has been confirmed, and I was like, is this just someone putting a random post on the internet, or is there something to this? I click on it and read it, and someone who works at Hanna-Barbera Studios Europe, they posted on their LinkedIn that they've been hired as the producer of Season 7, and they're gonna have a lot of opportunities for people to join the crew in 2023. Wait one second, Season 7? The show ended with Season 6 and supposed to get a movie that we all know is the movie's fate's kind of up in the air because it got canceled over at HBO Max and is being shopped around. Then it's supposed to get another series after that, so what exactly is happening with the Gumball franchise? I will say first and foremost that we're getting more Gumball content, so that I guess is a good thing, but what does this all mean for the movie and the new series that was supposed to come out after that? I would have to presume that the movie, if we're taking everything here at face value, has been canceled. That's what I would have to presume here, because to me it doesn't make sense for there to be a Season 7 of The Amazing World of Gumball with a movie coming and then a spin-off series or sequel series or whatever it was going to be. To me it seems like the future of The Amazing World of Gumball has been completely changed, which on a number of levels is a little bit concerning, I will say. We don't know right now, is the creator Ben Bokelet, is he involved in this series or not? The whole reason I didn't discuss this when I first saw it is because I wanted to see more details come out about it, because I saw a post even earlier than that saying that the Gumball movie is being moved forward, and I didn't talk about that because I'm like, let me just hold off on this, because now that's not happening apparently, and now we're getting Season 7, so I don't know what's going on. This is all rather confusing to me. The only guess I would have is maybe this movie is not happening, and now they're just going to continue the original Amazing World of Gumball series with one of the longest hiatus periods known to mankind, because it's going to be, if this series is going into production in 2023, it's probably not coming until 2024, 2025 at the absolute earliest, so it's going to be a 5 to 6 year hiatus between Season 6 and Season 7. And I want to speculate a little bit about the movie itself, because from what we knew about the little plot synopsis that we got, I believe it was Gumball meets his biggest fan or something, and the way that they were describing it made it sound like that this might have been a live action slash animated hybrid movie. Kind of think of Out of Jimmy's Head from back in the 2000s over at Cartoon Network, which I don't know how well that would have gone over. And the thing that I'm kind of wondering is, we just talked about recently how Cartoon Network has canceled all of their live action content that they were going to produce for Cartoon Network in the future that Tom Asheen announced. I wonder if this was one of the casualties of that. If this movie, again, pure speculation, if this movie was going to be an Out of Jimmy's Head type of situation where it's live action with some animated characters as well, so it's kind of like a hybrid movie, I wonder if this was canceled because they're not moving forward with live action content over at Cartoon Network. I kind of just am wondering, what does this all mean for the future of Gumball? Obviously, Gumball is viewed in a very fond manner by the executives over at Cartoon Network. Look, I really like the series myself. I think it's one of the better shows that Cartoon Network has produced in the past decade. At the same time, I feel like I don't want it to get dragged on for too long, and that's my one concern with this, because are they going to move forward with the original conclusion for the series, and Season 7 is going to kind of serve as the end of the show instead of having the movie? Or is this going to be a situation of it's going to become the next Teen Titans Go or the next SpongeBob SquarePants, where we're going to get season after season of new Gumball content? And the thing is as well is, like I said, I really like The Amazing World of Gumball, but at the point with some of the episodes for Season 6, I really enjoyed them, right? I really enjoyed some of the episodes, but at the same time, some of the other episodes we were seeing seeing, I was like, okay, maybe it is time for this series to end, because you don't want to show, the one thing is, no matter how good a series is, you don't want it to overstay its welcome, because at that point the quality goes down, people are upset, they're like, oh, they've ruined the show and all that jazz. You want to leave on a high note, you want to end things on a high note. And so my one concern with this is, do they drag out Gumball and just milk the franchise till it's not good anymore? And I hope they don't do that, because I really do like the Amazing World of Gumball. And to the same token, what does this mean to the movie? As I said before, does that mean it's been canceled? Does that mean the new Gumball series has been canceled? Is this the new Gumball series and they're just turning it into season 7 instead of making it a separate series entirely? There's a lot of questions here and there's not a whole lot of answers. And my one gripe, I will say, with Cartoon Network as a whole, and I give Michael Oline some props for this because he actually is the one person who came out and, spoke out publicly with Variety. The company as a whole, Cartoon Network, has not said anything since this merger happened. Like, before Michael Oline sitting down with Variety and giving all those quotes to them about the future of the channel, we've all been guessing what the future is. We've all been wondering, where does Cartoon Network go from here? And he was the one person to come forward and say something, which is good. The thing is, as well, is I feel like he only has so much he can do. I feel like at Warner Brothers Discovery, they're probably like, yeah, don't say anything till we tell you to say something, because we're trying to figure things out right now. Someone needs to come out at some point, and I hope we don't have to wait too long, because really, we do need some guidance or some clarity on what the future of the channel is outside of a few quotes from an interview. I really hope someone comes out soon and says, okay, these shows have been canceled, they're no longer in development, the Gumball movie's done, we're doing season 7 instead, this show's coming, whatever, just so we get an idea as to what the future of Cartoon Network actually holds, because we have a general idea right now from Michael Oline's quotes as to his vision for the channel, but it would be nice to see something tangible, something to actually wrap our heads around, because right now it's a bunch of quotes and a bunch of speculation and that's it. Now we have this leak, if you want to call it that, about the Amazing World of Gumball season 7, and we're all like, wasn't there a movie coming and then another show after that and the show was over with season 6? What does this all mean? And again, there's no clarity here. This adds more confusion to the situation, and I'm happy to hear that Gumball, is getting more of something. Is it a conclusion? Is it just a continuation? We don't know, but at least the show isn't going to be left where it was left off with the final episode of season 6, because I don't want this to become another situation of a series ending on a cliffhanger and that cliffhanger never being answered. So at least we're getting something. As to what that something is, we don't know. And again, I hope we'll have some clarity on this whole situation in the coming months, hopefully not too long, because really we need some answers here, because it's getting more and more confusing the more and more time that passes. Anyways, let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about all this. Are you guys surprised to see that season 7 of the Amazing World of Gumball is happening, and are you happy to see that? What do you think this means for the movie and the spin-off or sequel series that was in development as well? If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe to see more content from DC Network. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.